Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the channel. So I never thought I would find myself in a position where I would be saying, I agree with Rabbi for once. Now, whoever this person is, whatever, don't care right now. What they're saying is pretty much exactly what has happened. And like I'm saying, I'm finding myself for once agreeing with this person, which is absolutely insane. But this L1 and Hexagon collaboration is absolutely ridiculous. And the fact that this has been published on the Commonwealth is ridiculous, that they're not respecting governance. And this sends a very, very bad signal across anyone who would want to develop and lead the development of this chain. They would simply think to themselves, well, we could just get a paycheck and do whatever we want. You know, the community are not going to do anything. They'll support it, and then there's nothing they can do. They'll know, and we just won't speak to them. I've not spoken to Gevik once. Vin is not responding to me, yet there's a Discord that's been created between L1 and Hexagon, which is just Terra Rebels. Now, what I solely believe is, and this may seem drastic, long pause, may seem drastic, but I honestly think we should stop funding the L1. We should stop funding Hexagon's infrastructure, and we should take a pause. Now, all nodes provide infrastructure to this blockchain for free. Currently, we have a centralized endpoint infrastructure, a very centralized infrastructure. It doesn't matter. Nothing's going to change if we choose not to fund Terra Rebels, okay? For all intents and purposes, they can keep running their infrastructure. They can just do it themselves, which is what they should be doing. They shouldn't be charging this blockchain for Hexagon infrastructure and then calling it Terra Classic infrastructure. It's insane, right? But what I think we should do is defund the L1, defund Hexagon, and move our endpoints to all nodes. And the reason why I'm saying that is because all nodes have provided that for free since we've been around, and they're still providing that for free now. So we should start to utilize that. We should start to treat this like a business. Work's not being done. Managers are not respecting what's being proposed and then passed through governance. What else are we supposed to do right now? Just sit by and let this happen? No, I think the next funding round, it should all stop. Any work in the future, we should outline what we want in a roadmap. And then that should be proposed to the L1 team, whoever it is currently. They do the roadmap, they commit to the work, and what we should do is a 50-50 payment. They get 50% up front and another 50% when they complete the work. You could even do it on milestones, so you could do it in 25% payouts, 4 of them across the quarter. It's getting ridiculous that we pay these people before they've even done any work. So what you'll find is, right, you'll pay these people, the likelihood is they'll spend the paychecks, the money, it'll all go straight away, and then they're left with a lot of work to do and no paycheck coming in, and then they're just more or less waiting for the next quarter, going to try act like they did a load of work, which they haven't done, nothing's changed. And in this, they've been given a repository from Hexagon, right? They have a copy of the code base to spin it up themselves. Instead, once again, we're being sold up the river, and this is so similar to the Hexagon Terra Rebels Neblio deal, right? And then all of the other things that came from that. And once again, deals are being made behind closed doors, agreements are being made, deals are being had, and palms are being greased. And this is all just now a power play. How do we remove power from these people? We simply defund them, sit them in a corner and say to them, this is not acceptable, and you're not going to get funding to continue to develop this blockchain unless you change your act, respect governance, and actually do what you're being paid to do. Because if you go through and look at all of this, it's just like, oh, it's my personal take. You know, they're really good people. Well, we don't care what your personal take is, right? The majority of the community have voted for this proposal for independent infrastructure. Independent means no collaboration with anyone. Independent means for the blockchain and only for the blockchain, not greasing someone's palms or anything. They've got the code base, they've got the repository, they do L2 optimization. Vin stated that in his job title for another blockchain he's working on. You know, it's all gotten rather ridiculous now that these people, I always find this with developers, right? They just don't care about the community and, you know, oh, well, you know, we work really well with these people. Well, we don't care, right? What we've asked for is not being provided, and currently the services are terrible. Okay, the way to fix this was what I proposed and what I put forward, and what not only myself, right, but the majority of the validators. This was a seriously strong vote. 1.54% said no. 79.07% said yes to this independent infrastructure, which is very well outlined, might I say. I've asked loads of different validators and they've all said the same. It's pretty obvious what you've asked for and what has been agreed. And it's just they're deviating from it. And like I said, these deals being made behind closed doors. And it's sad to see this now happening, and that, LBA, which is Steve, for all intent and purposes, him leaving, I get it, but leaving and then leaving us in hands like this is just terrible for us. It stems the blockchain's growth. It literally puts us on a treadmill where we're just simply running on the spot, right? And then it all becomes very emotional. And I think now we need to make a stand as a community. If you've got someone like Rabbi, saying about all of this stuff, it's one of those things. And I never agree with this person, but for once and a lot of people are saying, we should unite, we should remain united. Yeah, I totally get it, right? But we shouldn't be ignoring governance, ignoring what validators have agreed to pass, deviating off course. It sends all of the wrong signals, right? If DL want to collaborate with Hexagon on something, good, go and do that, but don't do it with our blockchain infrastructure. This blockchain is not for them to decide who we collaborate with. All of this, regardless of them making a deal and this going forward, right? It should have all been proposed. And in the few comments, each person has said none of this has been proposed, none of it's been agreed, none of it's been put forward. And it just goes to show once again the sheer foul play, right, and sabotage that these kind of people play. It's very dirty tactics and it's a very dirty game to keep yourselves in power, keep yourselves with as much of a higher playing field than everyone else, and put yourself above everybody else. And some of the conversations that I've been sent, screenshots I've been sent, these people think they're like the CEOs of a blockchain, like they run it all, it's theirs, it belongs to them, or we built it all, it belongs. And it's insane. I don't ever want to be in the position that I'm in again. And I never wanted to be in this position. I was saying earlier in my previous video today, I didn't want to be in this position, and I've realized I'm already in this position, right? Deals are being made behind closed doors again. No information is being fed out our way because we're asking the wrong questions. We're not agreeing and just simply laying down, rolling over and letting them do what they want. Instead, we're questioning it and saying, hang on a minute, this isn't right. So they're not speaking to me, and they're going to continue to not speak to me. And, that's the worst thing I think that could happen to us right now as a blockchain, is just being cut off like we was cut off before from Terra rebels, called a liar, called a conspiracy theorist, told that I was making everything up, and it's not going to implode, and we're all getting along and development's going fine. And it was all horse when it came down bites or crunch. And we're in this position again where I'm not being fed any information, and it's just sad, it's horrible, and it's very emotional. But as always, we push on, we persevere, we jump the hurdles, we climb the walls, and we continue running forward with the spearhead. I will continue to keep pushing on this until governance is obeyed. And at the end of the day, anyone who's saying to me, you're still going on about this sort of thing, well, if they just did what they were supposed to do, I wouldn't be going on about it. The endpoint infrastructure will be coming forward on the next spend proposal. I will be putting up a counter proposal for the next quarter to counter the Terra Rebel proposal that is definitely going to go up for another 3 months worth of funding of $40,000. And then once again, we're just handing out, LUNC like candy, getting nothing for our money, getting no bang for our buck, whatever. And once again, left in a position where the community pool's dry. We have to wait another 3 months for it to build up, to be rinsed again the same way. I'm proposing change, and I hope that change will come forward, especially with this voting power cap. I'm going to be doing a video specifically on that later today. That'll be the 4th video of the day. And just talking about why we should cap at maybe 10 to 7%, the reasons why I think that, and some data to really back it up. But defunding the L1 team, defunding Hexagon is the way forward from my own personal opinion. I know there'll be some people that don't agree with me, but ultimately we're not asking them to shut down their infrastructure or stop what they're doing. We're simply asking the community to wise up, utilize what is free and stop paying for something that we've already got for free. That's already centralized anyway. It's not any different having two endpoint things. It's insane. And then it will put Hexagon on the spot. Are they going to continue running their infrastructure? Will they actually stick by their word? Are they actually here for the community or themselves in their back pocket? We'll find out, I'm sure, if we defund the L1, defund Hexagon, and actually start getting people to do stuff, respect the whole system, right? The second people just start disrespecting the system like this, there's no respect left. Everyone will just be walking all over everyone, doing whatever they want, taking what they want, and all of the big validators, they don't care. You don't see them doing videos saying, well, this is bad, that's bad, giving their opinion on stuff. It's just simply low profile, remain as hidden as you can, agree to what the community finds most appetizing, and just keep the rewards flowing. I'm not here for that. I'm always putting myself at risk, always putting my VP at risk, and always here to just keep pushing this blockchain forward for the blockchain, not for my back pocket, not for Hexagon, not for the L1, not for the man on the moon or your nan's cats, aunties, uncles, dogs, pair of Nike trainers. I'm simply here for this blockchain. Nothing more, nothing less. Folks, have a really nice day. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me or the HappyCattyCrypto channel or anything to do with us, because we're seeing a lot more of that popping up. Drop a comment in the comment section about what you think about all of this. I'll try to get back to as many people as I can. I am making a big effort to get back to the comments on YouTube. I find answering people on there, it helps you all out a lot. Like I was saying, it's not financial advice. It's all for educational purposes only, in my own humble opinion. I will catch you as always in the next one. Folks, I can't schlup because I'm really sick. I'm doing well to not let my voice go croaky. Lots of honey, lots of nice warm drinks. I'll catch you in the next one.